Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the late night special of Crown Talk with Burgundy. I hope everyone enjoyed their Memorial Day. I surely did. Not last week, but on episode 2, we had Mr. Mallory, my father. He answered and talked about being a pageant dad. And in addition, we congratulated our leadership recipients on Mama Talk, which she comes on every once in a while, every other episode. If you did miss episode 2, please feel free to go to www.blogtalkradio.com/Crown with Burgundy, and you can listen to Mr. Mallory and see what he had to say about being a pageant dad, which he had a lot to say. Now, we will be having a special guest come on today. So callers and listeners, if you want to call in at 917-889-8863 or email us at crowntalkwithburgundy, BYRGUNDY @gmail.com. We will be able to answer all your questions and be able to read your emails out on the air. Well, without further ado, I would like to introduce Miss Marissa Welier. Miss Illinois American Coed 2014 recently moved to California and has taken up paddleboarding and learning how to longboard. She ran track in high school and college and enjoys the art of running. In addition, Marissa sets aside time to participate in community service, such as volunteering for the Special Olympics and adaptive sports. She was the first runner-up to the national title at Miss American Coed. Welcome, Marissa.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Burgundy.
I'm so excited to be on the air with you. I know we went to nationals together, and we really got to get close, so it's really fun talking to you again.
Yes, absolutely. I love hearing that accent of yours again. I missed it.
Yes, well, we're going to jump right into some questions because everybody has been wondering who our first title holder on the show is going to be, and it's you. So we're going to jump into some questions that I have and that we have from the emails that we have received. So we're going to try to get those in as well.
Of course.
Well, first and foremost, tell us how long have you participated in the Miss American Coed pageant system?
Well, I think it's really awesome to say that I've been competing with Miss American Coed since I was 12, so that's going on about 13 years now. I just turned 23.
Oh, wow,
so
you're a veteran, aren't you?
Yes, it's like a second home to me. I absolutely love the system.
I couldn't agree more. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, I read your bio. Everybody heard that you volunteer with Special Olympics and adaptive sports. Could you please elaborate more about these philanthropies that you do work with?
Absolutely. So when I was living in Chicago, I actually started doing some volunteer work with the Special Olympics, specifically the tennis matches that they had, kind of the preliminaries leading up to the finals for the athletes. And the first time I volunteered with them, my job was to hand out the awards at the end of the matches and give all the results. And that was just, that was probably the most amazing thing to me because we gave out participation awards and we gave out first, second, third awards and all different kinds of awards. And what just absolutely made that day for me and for everybody there, but just what stuck with me for the rest of any time that I've ever volunteered with them is that no matter what award these athletes got, they were beyond proud of themselves and each other. And they just had the best sportsmanship that I've ever seen. And it just really put things into perspective that I feel like we often are so hard on ourselves and are just so competitive and expect sometimes too much from ourselves. and we don't just, accept the fact that, hey, we got out there and did it. And we participated.
Yeah.
We did an amazing job. And when we don't win, we don't take home the crown, or we don't take home that first place trophy. We just really beat ourselves up, but we really shouldn't. I mean, I learned a big lesson from them that day that, no matter what place that you get, you did a really amazing job.
Yeah, I can't agree more with you. I think that we can learn a lot from a lot of people when we don't win. And it's okay if you don't win, because each thing or thing that you participate in, you are learning something. You're taking that experience and you're learning from it. So it doesn't matter if you win the crown that time. Of course, yes, we all do want to win the crown or win that sport that we're participating in. But you also want to take that experience, learn new friends, and learn what they're all about, and learn what they're doing, and learn how to be a good sportsmanship, or learn how to do your makeup, your hair, or learn how to hit the tennis ball right, or play basketball right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you can even tell from the fact that I've done the Miss American Coed system for so many years. I obviously didn't win every time I did it. And every time that I didn't win, I wasn't upset, because A, it was a learning experience. B, I always came away with tons of new friends. I mean, if it wasn't for these pageants, I wouldn't even know you. And I think that's absolutely amazing. And I've moved out here to California, and I came out here knowing people already because of competing with them at Miss American Coed.
Yes. Well, on to our next question. Our next question is, everyone says that a pageant industry is like a sorority or a sisterhood. Have you ever experienced this impeccable bond between pageant girls in the pageant industry these past few years as a title holder, which I know you have, because we're sisters?
Yes, absolutely, of course. Well, yeah, like I even just said, if it wasn't for pageants, I wouldn't know you. If it wasn't for pageants, I wouldn't have friends all over the station. And I feel like a lot of people can't say that they have friends from all over the country. So, yeah, it's absolutely like a sisterhood, a national sisterhood. Like I said, when I competed at nationals with Coed in 2010, I became really close with the California teen queen, and her and I actually had lunch today together. And I think that that's so awesome that you make these lifelong friends. And just like a sorority, you go through a lot of different experiences with these girls outside of pageantry, and that's what makes you just that much closer. And I'm just so blessed to have these relationships with the girls that I meet at every single pageant I compete in.
That enlightens me to hear that, and I'm very grateful that we have a sister bond that we can have you all in our weddings from years from now when we get married.
Yes.
And luckily we have the pageant system to help us through those phases of our life.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
we're going to take a little break and give a humble thank you to our sponsors. One of our sponsors is Rising Athlete USA, Maximize and Reach Your Potential. And also McFarmersdale University. The university is a new university that will open in January of 2016. Thank you again for the impeccable sponsorship, for making all of this happen for the Crown Talk with Burgundy show. Well, let's get back to Miss Marissa. We actually have a few emails we need to read, and one is actually from Illinois, from Springfield, Illinois. She says, I'm very active at my high school with sports. However, I really want to participate in pageants. Do you have any advice for me?
Yes, of course. Yes, I participated in sports in high school as well. I competed in cheerleading for 2 years and track for 4 years. And anyone who knows cheer knows that just takes up a ridiculous amount of your time. So my advice is you can easily do both. It's very manageable. Just learn how to manage your time. The best way that I was able to do that was I kept a planner, and I wrote everything down that I needed to do. And made sure that I had kind of all of my schedules out in front of me so that I could write them down in my planner and make sure that I not only set aside time for, that day of the pageant and then all of my preparations leading up to it, and then as well as practices for my other sports, but making sure you're even remembering to schedule time to, relax and do leisurely things and eat and shower and all the things that you need to do so that you don't kind of lose track and so that your mind doesn't get chaotic. So just time management is all you really need, and you can make sure you include everything that you want to do into your schedule.
That's funny you said time management, because as you were talking, I put time management. I definitely agree with Marissa. You have to have time management with being in high school and doing your sports, like, for example, cheerleading. I cheered as well. Doing your different sports, but also branching out and trying new and different things, which takes me on to the next email from Fort Worth, Texas. She says, I am kind of a tomboy, and I want to be able to hang out with girls that are my age and have a sister bond with a group of females. Do you recommend that I participate in pageants?
I mean, absolutely. And to be completely honest, I'm quite a tomboy, too. I often tell people, it wasn't until recently that I've graduated college that I learned how to, wear normal clothes. I've always just worn, my running shorts and my T-shirts because I had practice in a few hours anyway. I was never, the only time I really dress up is for pageants. So I think that aside from, maybe breaking away from your tomboyish style, or maybe even just taking a break from it, it'll just open up so many more opportunities for you to better yourself and, develop all these different skills that you may not have realized that you could really excel at. So I would definitely suggest, even try a pageant. If you don't like it, that's fine, but I guarantee you that you will just have a blast regardless.
Yes, you will. And to elaborate on that, be yourself. That's what they want you to do. For example, Marissa said she likes to wear her running shorts with her T-shirts and stuff, and that's how I am. I like to wear my yoga pants with my T-shirt and put my hair up in a ponytail. But also, when I go to pageants, I like to dress up as well and show them that I can be that mature young lady that I'm maturing into, and I can dress up when it's the appropriate time. So just be yourself. That's the big key as well when you're participating in a pageant, and they'll accept you for you.
Exactly, and going off that, they don't expect you to be what they call a pageant patty. You don't have to say all of the right things that you think they want to hear, or be just, absolutely as girly as you think you need to be. As like Burgundy said, just be yourself, and they're going to see the genuine person that you are.
That's a few of our emails that we had. I'm going to ask you another question that is personally for me. But for those contestants seeking to participate in the Miss Illinois American Coed pageant or the Miss American Coed pageant, where can they go to receive more information to participate in those pageants?
Of course. So specifically the Illinois State pageant, it's an open pageant. So Michael Galanis is the director, and he has deemed it an open pageant, so you don't have to live in the state of Illinois to compete. So if you're in a surrounding Midwestern state, or you're going to be in Illinois for that time, he will welcome you with open arms to sign up and compete. But if you would want more information, you would just have to go to www.gocoed.com/Illinois. And if you just wanted information on the Miss American Coed pageant in general and the national pageant, the director for that is Patty Hawkins. Very classy woman. I love her. You just go to www.gocoed.com.
Well, Marissa, what is next for you in the pageant industry, or just in life in general? What's next for you?
Sure. So as far as pageants, like Burgundy mentioned earlier, I have moved up to California, and I'm actually preparing myself right now for the Miss Mission Beach pageant. And I'm really excited for this pageant because it's a non-for-profit organization, and their platform dealing with that's something that I'm already passionate about. So the fact that I get to compete with this organization, and if I am crowned Miss Mission Beach, I get to do a ton of appearances and community service in the San Diego area with adaptive sports and whatever other community service projects that I would like to dive into. So I'm getting ready for that. And as far as life in general, I do work full-time right now. I also am kind of diving into entrepreneurship. I would like to get into business. I'm also looking into getting my master's in business administration. So that's where I'm at right now.
Well, congratulations on all of your success. And is there anything that the Crown Talk listeners or I or the board members can do to help you reach the goals of winning the, what is it, the Miss Beach? What is it called again? The pageant you're doing?
Of course, it's Miss Mission Beach.
Miss Mission Beach.
Yes. It's June 19th. There's no live stream, unfortunately, or anything like that. If you can go on Facebook and like their Facebook page, it's Miss Mission Beach, and they'll be constantly posting updates of the contestants, of the pageant itself, and they post a lot of really interesting articles about adaptive sports in the San Diego area. So go ahead and like their Facebook page and help them out to spread the word about adaptive sports, and that's it.
Well, we all will definitely be rooting you on. So we are very excited and we're very proud of you, Marissa, definitely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Well, it's time for our Crown Talk Game of the Week. Well,
Yes.
First, I'm going to read you the directions, and listeners, make sure you're listening to the directions, okay? This is a little fun game we're going to do every week. It says, I will read you 2 characters' names, and you have to choose your favorite character. After you choose, you have to tell the listeners and I what is your favorite attribute about the character. Are you ready, Marissa?
I'm ready.
Okay. The first one. We kind of went on your Facebook and looked and seen that you love Harry Potter, which totally watched that yesterday, marathon of it, on ABC Family. So the first one is, what's your favorite attribute about Myrtle or Hermione? Which one?
Oh, I love Hermione. She's just so dedicated to learning more. She's a sponge, and she just soaks up everything, and she's so intelligent. And without her, Harry and Ron would be nowhere, and I love that about her.
I agree. Not Harry, but Ron, he always says something about, well, you're the smart one, you're the intelligent one. He always refers back to her, and she really is a leader.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Professor Dumbledore or Hagrid?
Oh, that's a tough one. They're both great. I would have to say Dumbledore, only because he's just so mysterious and so wise, and his mysteriousness just makes you want to find out more about, his story and his knowledge and what he knows, and just his wisdom is always so helpful in every aspect of the movies, the books, and everything.
Yes, and I think it's awesome to have Professor Dumbledore because you always need that wise person in your life or that wise individual to be there in your life to guide you to a straight arrow into the right direction.
Absolutely.
Okay, to our next person. From The Little Mermaid, Flounder or Sebastian?
Probably Sebastian. He just cracks me up because he's always, just saying, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. He's always that, guiding voice, like, it's better here, you should just stay here, and just always feels like he's not being listened to, and I feel like that's me sometimes, so I relate to him a lot.
And he's just so cute. He's a cute little crab. Just you have to love him.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Okay, so from the movie Frozen, which I know everyone loves Frozen, Olaf or Elsa?
Okay, before I answer this might cause a huge scene for Crown Talk with Burgundy, but I haven't seen Frozen.
Oh no!
I know it's crazy. I haven't seen it, but I do know about the characters because everybody else has seen Frozen 100 times and has told me about it. And I think that Olaf is super cute, and he's so adorable, and I always read the little quotes about him and how sentimental he is. So I'll go with Olaf. I will give you my opinion, and I think that he's adorable.
Well, first, we definitely have to send you the movie. We have to send you the movie, or then you can just go and watch the movie. And second, you picked the right person. My favorite, Olaf. Even though I love Elsa, Olaf, he's just so adorable. And the little phrases he says. Oh, I don't know why I like the idea of summer. And he's a snowman.
Yes.
Well, I have one more from your favorite Harry Potter. Now, these are the schools. Do you pick Slytherin, Gryffindor, or Hufflepuff?
Difficult one. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with Gryffindor, only because I think that I relate to that one more. I feel like I'm a very strong leader, and I'm very brave. So I feel like that's the one I relate to the most. If the Sorting Hat were placed on my head, I strongly believe that it would place me in Gryffindor.
Well, I think that's good because you are a spectacular leader, and that's why we have you on the show, because you're a leader in your community and outside of your community. You spread the love everywhere.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you, Marissa, for being on the show. We are very ecstatic that you were on the show today. Well, tonight. So we thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. It's such a good opportunity. It was so exciting to talk with you again. And again, thanks for having me. It was great.
You're welcome. Well, you have a wonderful night, and go watch Frozen tonight.
I will. I'm definitely, this weekend it's happening. I will watch it, and I will report back.
Okay. Well, it was wonderful talking to you. You have a wonderful night.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And everybody, that was Marissa Weiler, your Miss Illinois American Coed 2014. So, listeners, we have reached the end of episode 3. Please follow us on Instagram at Crown Talk with Burgundy and Twitter at Crown Talk with BY, and on Facebook, which is under Burgundy Mallory, my name. Also, you may visit our website at www.crowntalkwithbyrgu.wix.com/crowntalk. Remember, tune in on Sunday, June 7th, 2015. We will have our first national title holder, Erica Tucker, Miss American Coed 2015. Miss Erica will discuss the difference in performing duties as a national title holder. So we can't wait to have her on a special edition on Sunday. Well, we had a wonderful time with Marissa, and she's going to be watching Frozen, and she'll definitely be watching her favorite show. Don't forget to vote for her next title that she is going for. And also, we'd like to thank her again for going out to the community and helping and volunteering her time to Special Olympics and adaptive sports, because it's truly to her heart and it comes from her heart. So thank you so much again, Marissa. Well, listeners, I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Remember, you're never too young to be a role model.